Let go of the day, and let this story lead you softly into peace. Dorothy in the Garden of Hearts. His story is about Camellia, a gentle young woman, and Veronica, a kind-hearted nymph, who together find clarity in their hearts amidst the garden full of blooming flowers. In a quaint village nestled among rolling hills and blossoming meadows, there lived a gentle young woman named Camellia. Camellia had a heart as pure as the morning dew, and a smile that could brighten even the rainiest of days. She spent most of her days tending to the vibrant flowers in her garden, each bloom reflecting the kindness she poured into the soil. One balmy afternoon, while Camellia hummed a sweet melody, she discovered a delicate nymph nestled among the petals of a cherry blossom tree. The nymph was named Veronica, and she radiated a warmth that made the entire garden seem to glow. Veronica had a special gift. She could sense the thoughts and feelings of others, helping them find clarity in their hearts. Intrigued by her new friend, Camellia invited Veronica to stay in the garden. Their days were filled with laughter, stories, and the rustling of leaves as they tended to the plants together. Under Veronica's guidance, Camellia learned to connect with the flowers on a deep or level understanding the subtle whispers of their petals and leaves. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Veronica sensed a lingering sadness in Camellia's heart. One time, she gently took Camellia's hand and led her to a secluded part of the garden where the most delicate flowers bloomed. "I take Camellia the Veronica began softly. "I can sense that something is troubling you. Your heart is usually so clear and bright, like a crystal stream. What's the I feel lost. I love my garden, but I can't help but wonder if I'm meant to do more. There's a world beyond these hills, and I feel a pull toward it. But I'm afraid to leave what I know and love." So golden bedtime smiled tenderly and placed her hand over Camellia's heart. He begins within, dear Camellia. The garden has taught you so much about patience, love, and growth. These lessons will guide you wherever you go. Trust in your heart, and you'll find the path that is meant for you. With Veronica's words, Camellia felt a wave of warmth and reassurance wash over her. The doubts and confusion that had clouded her heart began to lift, replaced by a renewed sense of purpose and determination. She realized that her love for the garden was not a limitation, but a foundation for greater adventures. The seasons changed, and Camellia decided to explore the world beyond her village. But she knew she would always carry the essence of her garden within her. Veronica, the kind-hearted nymph, watched proudly as Camellia spread her wings, knowing that the clarity they found together would guide her friend to new horizons. And so, with the blessings of her beloved her heart and a confident spirit, ready to embrace whatever wonders lay ahead, in another time and place, perhaps you, dear reader, will find your own nymph-like Veronica and to think perhaps you see the beauty within round you. Round great tree Eve. Both created equal, and every heart lies a garden waiting to bloom, and every journey begins with a single step toward understanding and love. Another tale begins to bring you rest. Lobelia and the kind-hearted giant. This story is about a little girl named Lobelia and a gentle giant named Susan, who bonded over their shared love for books, forming an inseparable friendship. In a charming village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a little girl named Lobelia. With her curly chestnut hair and wide, curious eyes, Lobelia was known for her boundless curiosity and her love for reading books. Her favorite place in the world was the village's ancient, ivy-clad library, where she could often be found immersed in tales of magic and adventure. One day, as Lobelia was strolling through the forest on her way to the library, she stumbled upon the most unusual sight. There, Sitting by a babbling brook was a giant. At first, Lobelia felt a pang of fear, but as she looked closer, she saw that the giant was reading a book. Intrigued and emboldened by her curiosity, Lobelia approached the giant. "Hello, Miss Lobelia. What are you reading?" she asked. The giant looked up with a gentle smile. "Hello, little one. My name is Susan. I'm reading a book about the stars and the stories they tell." Lobelia's eyes sparkled with interest. "And I read with you?" Susan's smile widened. "Of course, Lobelia. There is always room for a fellow book lover." And so, Lobelia and Susan spent the afternoon reading about the constellations, sharing tales of ancient mythologies, and marveling at the wonders of the universe. Lobelia discovered that Susan was a kind-hearted giant who loved books just as much as she did. They quickly became friends, bonded by their shared love of stories. As the days turned into weeks and then into months, Lobelia and Susan would meet by the brook, bringing with them books from the library. They read stories of faraway lands, of brave heroes and wise sages, of magical creatures and enchanted forests. The villagers, who were initially wary of the giant, soon warmed up to Susan, realizing that she brought joy and knowledge to their community. One day, Susan shared a book that was very special to her. It was a collection of poems written by her grandmother, who had also been a giant. Each poem was a beautiful tribute to nature and the stars, filled with wisdom and love. Lobelia listened with rapt attention as Susan read each poem aloud in her deep, soothing voice. "Tell me more about your grandmother," Lobelia asked, her eyes shining with curiosity. Susan's eyes softened with nostalgia. "Was a wise and gentle soul. She taught me to find beauty in everything, to cherish knowledge and to share stories, for they are the threads that weave our lives together." Lobelia felt a warm glow in her heart. "I think I would have loved her. You remind me of her," Susan said softly. "You have her curiosity and her kindness." From that day on, Lobelia and Susan became inseparable. They continued to explore the world of books together, each story bringing them closer and deepening their friendship. The villagers often saw them together, a small girl and a gentle giant, laughing and reading beneath the trees. Their bond reminded everyone that no matter how different they might seem on the outside, a love for books and a kind heart could bring even the most unlikely friends together. And so, in that charming village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, Lobelia and Susan lived happily, their days filled with stories, friendship, and the joy of shared dreams. Each evening, as the stars began to twinkle in the sky, they would sit by the brook, a book in hand, and read until the moonlight danced upon the water, content in the knowledge that their love for books had created a bond that would last a lifetime. Here, is another tale to carry you further into rest. The Laughter of Katie and Silver. This story is about the friendship and laughter shared between Katie, a young girl, and Silverbell, a kind-hearted troll, which brings joy and unity to a village. Once upon a time, in a village nestled among rolling green hills and vibrant meadows, there lived a young girl named Katie. Having her hair the color of autumn leaves and eyes that sparkled like the crisp morning dew. She was known throughout the village not only for her kindness, but also for her infectious laughter that resonated through the hills like a melodious chime. One sunny afternoon, Katie decided to venture beyond the familiar bounds of her village. She wandered through the forest, her heart filled with curiosity and excitement. The air was fragrant with the scent of blooming wildflowers, and the birds sang symphonies as she walked deeper into the woods. As she climbed over mossy rocks and ducked under low-hanging branches, Katie found herself in a part of the forest she had never seen before. Here, beside a glistening stream, sat a troll named Silverbell. Unlike the frightful stories she had heard about trolls, Silverbell had gentle eyes and a warm smile that immediately put her at ease. "Hello there," said Silverbell in a voice as soft as the whispering wind. "I am Silverbell, and who might you be?" Without hesitation, Kay introduced herself and spent the next few hours sharing stories about her village and adventures. Silverbell listened intently, occasionally letting out a hearty laugh that made the surrounding woods seem brighter. The two discovered that they had much in common. Silverbell loved making others laugh just as much as Kitty did. She told Kay how she would light up the nights in the forest by organizing laughter-filled gatherings with the woodland creatures. Days turned into weeks, and the friendship between Kitty and Silverbell grew stronger. Every afternoon, Kay would visit Silverbell, and together they would create their own symphonies of laughter. They played games, told jokes, and even composed songs that echoed through the forest. One evening, as the sun set and painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Kay had an idea. "Silverbell, why don't you come to my village and share your laughter with everyone there?" Silverbell hesitated. "I'm not sure if your village folk would welcome a troll like me," she said, her gentle eyes filled with apprehension. But Kate was determined. "They will love you as much as I do. Let's go together tomorrow." The next day, Kitty and Silverbell made their way to the village. At first, the villagers were wary, but as soon as Silverbell started to talk and laugh, their fears melted away. Silverbell's laughter was magical. It brought smiles to faces and made worries vanish. From that day on, Silverbell became an honorary member of the village. The bond between her and Kate had opened the hearts of the villagers, teaching them that laughter and kindness could bridge any gap. Eddie and Silverbell continued their adventures, spreading joy wherever they went. Their laughter was not just a sound, but a beacon of light that brightened even the darkest of days, reminding everyone that true friendship and joy could be found in the most unexpected places. Let's drift further into the night with our next tale. Muck and William's Adventure in the Hills. This story is about a girl named Muck and her best friend, a skunk named William, who go on a heartwarming adventure in the hills around their village and discover the beauty of nature and friendship. On a sunny day in the quaint village of Primrose Hill, a young girl named Muck and her best friend, a skunk named William, decided to embark on an adventure. Muck, with her vibrant red hair and sparkling blue eyes, was known for her curious nature. William, despite being a skunk, was as gentle as a summer breeze and often accompanied Muck on her explorations. The hills around their village were a tapestry of wildflowers, tall grasses, and hidden paths leading to unknown destinations. As Muck and William climbed to the top of the highest hill, they could see the entire village below. The cottages, with their thatched roofs, looked like tiny toys, and the winding river sparkled in the sunlight like a ribbon of silver. "Look, William," Muck exclaimed, pointing to a cluster of butterflies dancing in the air. "Aren't they beautiful?" William nodded, his little nose twitching with excitement. He loved days like this, when the world seemed to burst with color and life. They continued their journey, discovering a cephalic pond surrounded by weeping willows. The water was so clear that they could see fish swimming lazily near the bottom. Muck dipped her toes in, sending ripples across the surface. "This place is magical," she said softly. "Mama," William stuttered, unable to contain his excitement. "Look over there." Muck turned to see a fox with fur as red as her own hair. It approached cautiously but curiously, its amber eyes full of wonder. Muck and William held their breath, fearing they might scare it away. But to their surprise, the fox sat down and watched them quietly. "Hello, little one," Mumbo greeted gently. "We're just visiting." As if understanding her words, the fox stood up and trotted away, looking back only once before disappearing into the underbrush. The afternoon sun began to set, casting long shadows and painting the sky with hues of pink and gold. Muff and William knew it was time to head back to the village. Walking down the hill, they talked about their day, recalling every sight and sound with joy. "We'll have to come back here again," Muff said. "There's so much more to explore and discover." "I agree," William replied, nodding vigorously. When they reached Muff's cottage, her mother was waiting by the door. "Did you two have fun today?" she asked with a warm smile. "We did, Mama," Muff replied, hugging William close. They had the best adventure ever. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Muff and William settled down to sleep. The memories of their day in the hills filled their dreams with wonder and contentment, a reminder of the beauty and magic that awaited them in every corner of their world. Let go of today, and let tonight bring you rest.